Gotta think of a jingle or something like it.
Yeah, that's our jingle for this week. Welcome to episode 5 of Cut the Mic podcast presented by True to Self. I'm your co host,
Um,
Braulio, along with Just Geo today. What's going on
real
this
quick,
week?
real quick. You gotta just say like take off the
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Hold
I'm
on, one
gonna
sec, one sec.
I'm gonna fix that real quick. Are you?
Eddie's ruining everything right now.
Yeah, as you might have noticed, we're missing a co-host. He got caught up in the office. We won't give him too much shit for it, but me and
Honestly, disable every. Just keep it plain for a second, because
oh yeah,
even the
true. I forgot.
chat box and stuff.
Yeah, good shout. Well, you guys just to see our beautiful faces so far this week. Once Edmund joins, he will be joining us eventually. You'll get
Mm.
the full beauty, but we'll fix that in post, right, editor?
Yeah.
All right,
Well, it'll be fine.
all right. So yeah, just me and Gio today for now. Like I said, Edmund got caught up in the office. He'll be joining us in a bit, hopefully, but we're gonna still just chug along. Oh no, now Gio's leaving me.
No, I just had to turn off my heater.
Okay.
I just noticed we're both wearing white tees.
The white tee. Edmund better be.
White tee day.
If Edmund comes in wearing a white tee, I'll feel better about this episode.
Yeah.
Um, just to mention real quick before we get into it, as always, we're live on Fridays 9 p.m. Eastern time on Twitch. Follow our Twitch channel, Cut the Mic Podcast. Socials, Instagram, YouTube. Our YouTube channel, Cut the Mic Podcast. Our Instagram, cut_the_mic_podcast. And our TikTok page, which is actually True to Self. So go catch our videos and content on there. Now that that's out the way, Gio, how has your week been? How have you been doing, my
Um,
friend?
I'm actually recovering from a sickness. I feel like it wasn't last podcast, but the podcast before that. So 2 weeks ago, like I was
Yeah.
sick there too. So, but yeah, like I am better now. I'm probably 95% good, but I've been bedridden. Had to take some days off of work.
Well,
It was rough.
that's good to hear. I'm glad you're feeling better. But yeah, I was gonna say that. I feel like this is the second time this month you were sick. So what's going
Mhm.
on?
I don't know. Changing weather,
Yeah, it's
COVID shots got me weak now or something. I don't know.
definitely COVID immunity. I know what you
Because
mean.
I used to have a good immune system, but now like
Yeah, I know what
what?
you mean.
At least this week. I mean this month. Sorry, this year.
Nah, ever since I got COVID way back in 21, but ever since that, I feel like my immunity has been on the decline. So that's just me. But I avoid try to get sick. I hate being sick. I was gonna say it doesn't help that it's in Massachusetts, Boston. It's 1 week hot, 1 week cold. It's just like what the hell is going on? We're in winter. What is this weather on? So
Exactly.
yeah,
The change in weather does not help.
yeah. So, but glad you're feeling better. Glad you're here.
Hmm.
And yeah, sorry that you spent your week most of it in bed, but hopefully next week's better. Uh,
Yeah.
myself, this week has been good. Full work week again. Last week was like a short week. But this week kind of back to normal routine, back in the gym, back at work. Felt good this week. So, um, today was, you know, I think a good start to the month for work. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just feeling good right now. So, but that's it for me. And as always, happy to be here. It's Friday on the podcast.
Yep.
So that's
Staying
always,
strong. Even
yeah,
even though we don't got Eddie, we still got to keep it going.
yeah. So, and like I said, he'll join us soon. So, but yeah, let's get right into our current events. Hopefully Edmund will jump in at some point here, and we'll recap with him. But we're just gonna chug along. First thing, I'm gonna let you take the floor and explain this because I'm not too familiar with it. I know what's going on, but and that's Diddy's case or Diddy's allegations or whatever the heck is going on with P Diddy, Puff Daddy. Take it away. What's going on?
So basically, I don't know. Are you familiar with like Suge Knight?
Yeah, I mean, I know the whole history. I know Suge Knight. I know the whole
Yeah,
history
he
behind
just
that,
it's
but
just there's people in the rap music like rap scene or it just I mean well people in industries and these top people like for movies and stuff there's like Harvey Weinstein and like these people that have power but and they know they have power but they end up abusing it and P Diddy is the prime example of that because even before all this, like I watched like a YouTube video about like the history of P Diddy or whatever, and since he's been in the game, like even back when Biggie was still alive and stuff like that, he's always doing like shicey stuff and forcing people to do stuff and
Okay.
okay. So basically, P Diddy recently, what now is happening is that I think it was his bodyguard or something, not his bodyguard. It was somebody like either that was gonna make music with him or something.
Oh, there he comes.
Um, just a little like emoji of Edmund.
He'll join in. Just taking a look.
I guess you can put the stuff back on.
Yeah, I'll put the stuff back on. I'm just looking at chat real quick while Edmund joins, but someone said the cat in the background. Yeah, the cat's in the room again, so he'll be probably freaking out as always. Edmund is here. We're live Fridays. No way. No. Edmund, can you hear us?
Yo, this guy gotta chill out.
Yo, his connection is awful. Edmund, how you feeling? How you doing?
I think it might just be audio, bro. Look how delayed it is. He's like laughing, like.
Yo, chat, flame this man. Flame this man.
So,
Yo.
Yo, nah.
Edmund, we can't understand a word you're saying.
just audio.
Just listen to it, bro. Just listen to us.
Roman said the short bus episode. All right, Lowell. All right. He's gonna try to join eventually. Technical difficulty. We'll leave it up to technical difficulties, but let's just move on. Giovanni, continue. So this week, what's going on?
So he's like he's a bodyguard, somebody that did music with him or something like that. But he basically like filed a lawsuit on P Diddy and stuff, like exposing all that. So the reason why Meek Mill is in all this is because they like redacted his name, but they like left like a footnote on like the redacted name. So it just said a Philly rapper
who dated Nicki Minaj. I heard.
Who dated Nicki Minaj? Yeah. So it's like obviously it's
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill. So and then Usher also. Well, also all it
Usher
said was,
too.
Well, it said it was a R&B singer.
Okay.
That has residencies in Vegas.
Oh. Okay. Well, that could be
a
lot. That could be a lot of people.
Somebody said Bruno Mars. I seen in the comments that Bruno Mars.
It could be a lot of people.
Bruno Mars had a residency in Vegas. But anyways,
is Bruno pure R&B though?
I don't know. See, right? It's
yeah.
He's like electric funk or the
electric funk, pop. He does it all. I mean, but
he said just being a fan today. Jesus, Eddie.
Jeez. All right, we'll carry it on us too, and Edmund can interact with us through the chat at least. But yeah, I mean, so
he's been violating these people. Like he's been basically like, well, for Usher, it's pretty known that P Diddy groomed him because like this videos when Usher's the younger or whatever, basically said like when he was like 13, like P Diddy would take him to clubs, and see like strip clubs and see women and see like so. Who knows what they was doing, you know, when he was younger. So I feel like Usher is a victim. With Meek though, I feel like what happened
Meek was
is like after he got bodied by Drake, like his career was down, right? I feel like P Diddy preyed on him, was like, "Yo, I can get you back in. I get you back in the media. You won't be blackballed, blah blah blah."
Okay.
But you gotta be my puppet. Oof. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's what.
Is this just your thoughts? Like, is this conspiracy?
Yeah, that's that's my thoughts. Yeah. Okay, the actual documents say that like he was like molesting these, like penetrating them.
Yeah,
stuff, like, you know what I mean? Like that's what that's that. So that's what I'm saying. Like if that is true, is because I feel like because there's like a picture of Meek and P Diddy wearing the same clothes.
Yeah,
like
I saw that
outfit.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like I feel like I don't know. Something's going on there.
Yeah, no. So I guess so. My intro.
Ain't calling him daddy. Like, don't ever call another man daddy. But
I mean, P Diddy, Puff Daddy, like, you know, these are all his like I don't know. For the longest time, like I call Puff Daddy. You know, like obviously he goes by many names: P Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever else. But I guess my intro to this. So I saw a clip. Funny enough, I saw a clip on TikTok, and it was 50 Cent on, what's that radio show with what's his name? Chamberlain the God? No.
Breakfast Club.
Yeah, Breakfast Club. There's a clip from that, and it was a clip from I guess a while ago. But basically, 50 Cent was calling out P Diddy and saying that he moves kind of funny, like if you know what I'm trying to say. The questionable behavior, I guess, or whatever. But it was just like the video that came out, and they were clowning it. So I'm like, I wonder what this is about. Like, why is this surfacing all of a sudden? Like, 50 Cent's, I feel like he's pretty known for talking shit about people. He doesn't give a fuck. Like, he'll say whatever he feels. But I was like, why is he specifically coming at P Diddy? Because I understand who P Diddy is. The background, at least what you preface the story with about like the power he has. Like, I know who P Diddy is in the music industry, in the music game. He is a billionaire, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, like, he's come a long way, and he's been in the game for a long time. And I feel like no one ever tries to come at P Diddy because he's P Diddy. Like, everyone just knows who Diddy is.
Yeah.
But I saw this clip of 50 Cent, and I kind of just thought, all right, it's 50, whatever. He does this shit all the time. But then I looked a little into it, and I saw like more things saying like, oh, P Diddy. Like, I saw initially that it could have been in this document that you said was released. Like, he molested a music producer that he used to work close with, like a male music producer.
I think that's the guy that's doing the
lawsuit.
The lawsuit.
Okay, yeah. That's what I saw. So I was like, whoa, okay, this is crazy. And then a day later, I think I see the whole Meek Mill, all the memes about Meek Mill, and I'm just like, whoa, okay, this is actually crazy. I saw that photo of them wearing the same shirt. Philly rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. I mean, that's pretty easy to single out. I didn't know about the R&B singer. If it's Usher, that's unfortunate. But it is what it is. It's hopefully Usher's doing okay in all this. Hopefully everyone who's involved in all this is doing okay. P Diddy, if this is true, like, I'm sure, are these just allegations at this point, or is this?
It's always gonna be allegations until you're convicted. But it's pretty, like, again, it's like Harvey Weinstein. It's like those moments where it's just like people have been saying it in the background, people have been saying it, and it's just like fine. Like, eventually it's just gonna come out. And I feel like people are ganging on Meek Mill, like, because people are saying like, nobody's talking about P Diddy. They're talking about Meek Mill being gay, and it's just how Meek Mill's handling it. Like, this dude is like, did you see it? Like, he tweeted so much that day.
What's he tweeting? Is he trying to defend himself, and it's just
like tweeting like stupid. Like, you tweet shit like, I'm from the streets, and then you tweet shit like, I love pussy so much. Why would I ever do some shit like that?
Oh.
Like, I ran red lights for pussy. Like, why would I? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, bro.
Yeah. You can love pussy. You can love pussy and dick at the same time. I'm sorry, Big Will. Like,
I mean, that true, but if you're just, be like, listen, I'm not gay. I support people that are gay. That's not me. I'm a street dude. Blah blah blah. Like this, that, like, and keep it moving. But the way he was defending himself, it's just like
kind of got out of pocket.
Meek Mill needs media training. Like, I don't know how you this rich and you don't have any media training. Like, he already got bodied by Drake. Is my, like, that's why I don't understand. Like, he already got bodied by Drake. You should know how to move now through the internet. Like, after like all that shit. I don't know.
Yeah, Meek Mill got clowned at one point, and now it's just happening again. I mean, this is just,
you don't learn.
Yeah, it's I mean, I didn't know about the tweets. I'm not on Twitter, but yeah, Meek Mill should be clever enough to just know, like, maybe just put out a statement out there like, yo, this is bullshit, whatever you want to say, and then kind of just leave it at that, because you just know the internet's going to keep coming. The more attention you're giving to it, the more people are going to pay attention to it. So it's like, I don't know, not smart on his end, but yeah, no, that's I will probably keep following this case or whatever happens, because, like I said, P Diddy is P Diddy. Like, if you don't know, you might be a little younger, but at least growing up, it's like P Diddy's name was always prevalent growing up. Like, you knew who he was. All the music growing up we listened to, he probably had a hand in a majority of it. So, like,
exactly, like, he's gonna be canceled, but like it's unfortunate because it's not even like he has some songs that he's part of. He doesn't really have like, he has maybe a verse on it, but it's like the song is really other people. Like, he's good at like bringing a bunch of people together
Yeah.
and making songs together. So it's like it's not really him, but it is him. I don't know.
Yeah, it's him. It's him. Like I said, he has a hand in all this music we grew playing up to, in some capacity. Not saying he's directly on the songs, but he had it.
Yeah.
So this is just interesting. It's unfortunate, like I said, for the people that are involved. Obviously, when you hear stories like this, it's just a bunch of craziness until All right, attempt 2. We'll see if Edmund can join on. But
Welcome back.
It's I would love to get Edmund's thoughts on this if he can join us. But we'll see what his connection is looking like, and I'll just kind of refer to the chat again. We have someone saying, I guess he said, "Yes, I kiss my daddy." Wonder who he's referring to. Oh, God.
Hey yo! All right, this is a better back.
At least we could hear you this time.
Sorry about that. Had to make some audible adjustments, but we here.
We hear. All
Are
right.
you connected to Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Image is a little better.
Why?
You're okay.
It's just like laggy, or it's just.
It's all right.
No.
Our post-production
Oh,
team.
good?
Our post-production team will make you look better, Edmund. Don't worry about that.
I don't know how the hell you. What do you think? I'm a magician.
This is the best that I could do. If this doesn't work,
Don't worry. You're good. You're good. So
I mean, as long as you can talk to us in real time, bro.
yeah, the other one was you were not audible at all, but
Okay, we're getting. Yo, there we go. Now you look good. There we go.
yeah, we're good. We're cooking right now. All right, so we're gonna let Edmund cook real quick. So just to catch you up, we kind of reviewed how your week was. Like I kind of prefaced the people. I let them know you kind of had a long day at the office, got caught up, but you're here now. That's all that matters. So how was your week, Edmund?
my week has been long. Like I feel like the past 2 weeks and even like the next month and a half is gonna be the longest I've ever worked in my life. Like
Wow.
I logged in at 7:30. Like it's still 6 p.m. Like I'll be busy. So shit's been busy, but we're here making it work. You make time for the things that you want to do, and I want to be here for the guys. Sorry I'm late, but
It's all right.
now I know. Like I know what I have to do to finesse and be able to be here in time. So yeah, but I mean it's a good busy though. Work is work. So I feel like I'm not used to this, and I feel like I don't even know. Like I'm in like one of our huddle rooms, and I couldn't even get into the building because I was at another location, so I had to come back here for this. And like literally 3 of the doors were locked, so I tried calling it on my phone, and then I found a side door that worked. So we're here.
We here. All right,
Life.
and we're gonna continue to keep you up. Oh, they can hear the cat meowing in the background. But we were just talking about Diddy's case. Giovanni kind of gave me a rundown of what was going on because I wasn't 100% aware. I was somewhat aware. But are you pretty caught up on what's going on?
Lock him up, bro.
Instantly.
Lock him up.
You said he's
Get him
guilty.
outta
These
here.
are allegations. These are allegations, Edmund. What
He
happened
guilty,
to
bro.
innocent
He
until
killed
proven
Tupac.
guilty?
Listen,
He guilty.
there's like after a while, bro, when there's too many people that say the same shit, like it's
Yeah.
like they're not making it up. Like
No, I'm not saying he's
especially
That
as
dude is a
powerful as P Diddy is,
certified-
Yeah.
like why would you know what I mean? Like why would you want to even poke the bear like that if you're not like
Yeah.
certain like
Yeah, I know he's not innocent completely. I'm not gonna say how guilty he is because we don't know yet, but I understand when you've been that powerful for that long. I understand. Oh, we lost him again. Oh, and here he is again. Wonder what's going on. We're struggling today, but you're back. You all right?
I don't know, man.
Okay. So
I don't know, man. Okay.
so you're saying just
Wait,
lock
can you
them up.
either 1 second? Can you either lower Eddie's name tag a little bit, or like Eddie, are you sitting up straight? Because it's like right on your chin. I don't want it to be like.
You want me to back up a little bit?
There you go. Yeah, you're
Because
good
when we
there.
clip the video, it's gonna look a little bit better if it's not right on your chin. Like.
Yeah,
you know?
you're good. You're good now. But
All right. Yeah.
all right. So Diddy locked up. Maybe this is something we can follow in the following weeks. Like I said, I'm gonna probably keep paying more attention to this because it's Diddy. So I just think it's interesting. But the next kind of weekly thing I wanted to address, and I kind of told you a little bit about this, It's still going on. It's only day 2, but the NFL Combine, I just thought it'd be interesting to bring up. Um, I don't follow the Combine all too much. I'll be honest. I don't know. I just want to get your thoughts on it. I know Giovanni, you don't really watch sports too much in general, but anything to share on the NFL Combine, real quick?
Yeah, I think the big names like Caleb Williams, Drake May. I think a lot Drake makes me a lot of, like Josh Allen comps and like feeling as if like he's the big name out there. And then you have the duds where I feel as if they were definitely carried by their team success, like JJ McCarthy
Wow.
for Michigan. Like I mean, yeah, he won the Natty, but is that due to like the stars around him, or is it due to um his own individual talent? So I guess we'll see once he gets into the league. I'm sure someone's gonna take a flyer on him in like the fifth or sixth round or something, but I mean, we'll see. And even like Caleb Williams, like I feel like is he great because of like his natural talents? Like yeah, he has a great arm, but is it because of the USC situation that he's in right now? So it's fun to see, and I think it's that time of year again. People are gonna be disappointed in your franchise's picks, and other people are gonna be,
Well, that's next.
happy they got.
That's next month. So the draft's still about a month away, but or month and some
Combine
change.
is where it
All right.
starts.
It is where it
It's gonna be
starts.
someone
Yeah.
who runs 4.240 or something, and
Yeah.
like they're gonna like catapult into the first round when maybe they should be picked in the third. But we'll see once the draft rolls around.
And Giovanni, just because I'm probably sure you're not familiar with all these names, this USC quarterback, what's his name again, Edmund? Sorry, I just forgot. I blanked.
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams. He's getting comps to Patrick Mahomes, just so you're aware. Like, this is his
Dang, you did.
comp that
Patrick
people are
Mahomes just came out, bro. Are they already trying to?
Yeah, no, I know. That's kind of how I feel. But like, that's the comp that we've been hearing, and he's like really hyped. Like he's supposed to be like a generational talent. Um, like I said, I don't pay attention too much to the combine because combine is what it is. I need to see these dudes play in the league for me to honestly have an opinion on them.
Exactly.
But I when it's stories like this where you hear like, okay, his comp is Patrick Mahomes, like Edmund kind of just said, some quarterbacks get carried by their teams in college. Um, we'll see how it plays out. I'm a belief of like the combine is cool, but a lot of it is situations in football. You can have a great player end up at a bad situation, and that's their career pretty much. And then you have other maybe mid-round draft picks who end up in a great situation and they end up becoming Hall of Famers. Like, it's really just the situation they end up in, the team they end up with. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I don't really pay too much to the combine. Obviously, for these guys, these are their opportunity of a lifetime. They gotta all take it seriously and do their best. But to reach their dream. But yeah, I've just never been a big fan of the combine. Like, I'll pay attention to it somewhat. That's mainly for fantasy purposes. But I'll be lying to you if I say like I watch every day. I don't. I might catch like some clips on social media. The draft is kind of more where I start paying more attention because I like to see where dudes land and kind of see how it shakes out. But no, I just thought we're on day 2, like I said. It started yesterday if I'm not mistaken, and it goes till Sunday. So sometimes I'll see like if I hear some quarterback has an amazing throwing day, I'll see it just to like see all right, what's the hype about. But I don't even think, to your point, Edmund, like half these quarterbacks aren't even throwing anyways. They're not even showing up to the combine. That's what I heard at least. So
I think a lot of them are now running like the 40 and stuff like
okay.
that, and
Yeah.
they're definitely like letting their tape lead the way and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
there's a good few other quarterbacks like Michael Penix. He was on UW.
Mm-hmm.
Jaden McDaniels. I think he was
Jaden
LSU.
McDaniels. Yeah. It'll
I
be
think
interesting.
hopefully the Pats. I don't know. I'm torn between like I feel like we need a QB, but Marvin Harrison's gonna be
Yeah.
is gonna be there at 3. So
Yeah.
it's
Giovanni, also to give you this kind of draft talk, which we can get into next month, but Patriots are picking picking at 3rd overall. All right. So people are saying a lot of things. Just real quick, I don't know if this is going to be controversial. I think we take Marvin Harrison. I'm I'm still rolling with Mac. I'm sorry. I'm gonna die on that hill until I see this man actually like not
I heard he gets
succeed.
nervous.
Not
with
like
Mac.
all right. I mean, everyone has their own opinions, and I get it. It's a now league. Like it's what have you done for me now league. But my thing is, he's had 3 different offensive coordinator / coaches his first 3 years in the season. I mean, his first 3 years in the NFL. Let him have some consistency and see what happens. Let it play out. We're at a point right now where it's like if we draft for a new QB, we're starting over anyways.
Yeah,
Everyone's
True.
saying
I
like
think give him a weapon.
exactly, give him a weapon and then see what happens. If it doesn't work out, all right, then you move, then you figure out. But
Okay.
like, I get the sense of like QBs are at a premium right now, especially coming out of this draft. So I can see why people are saying build now. But it's like I've heard like keep Mac as a backup, bring in a veteran, bridge it out, get more weapon. Like I've been saying it all last year. Mac Jones was thrown to a bunch of bums. We do not have good offensive weapons. Our O-line was injured last year. I don't think many quarterbacks would have succeeded, honestly, in that. Unless you're Patrick Mahomes himself. Like, not many people would succeed. So, I don't know. I say ride with the kid. He's still young. He's still coachable. Figure it out. If not, I mean, yeah, you can get a veteran. A coworker of mine, and this pissed me off, honestly, because I'm not a fan. They were like, pick Kirk Cousins up. I'm like, do not go near that, man. That is just more of the same, essentially. Like, what is Kirk Cousins? Kirk Cousins is not changing any franchises around, in my opinion.
Kirk Cousins had an MVP caliber year before he got injured.
Stop. I'm a Kirk Cousins hater.
Kirk Cousins is better than Mac Jones.
Yes,
Like,
at the moment, but Mac Jones has a higher ceiling, in my opinion. So.
Sure, but that means like why not pick up Kirk Cousins and let Mac Jones like sit for a year and like less pressure, like get a reset. You get Marvin Harrison, like
I'll put it to you.
Junior. I think it's like it wouldn't be a worse thing getting a vet QB.
I'll put it to you this way, Edmund. I told my coworker this. I'd rather have Gardner Minshew, Baker Mayfield, any of these other bridge QBs over Kirk Cousins. That's how I feel about him.
You're just a Kirk Cousins hater.
I'm a Kirk Cousins hater. I am a Kirk Cousins hater.
Kirk Cousins had played phenomenal.
I am a Kirk Cousins hater.
I think I saw something where it's just like Kirk Cousins is like top 10 QBs right now. And
do not say Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson's also trash.
I think there's only like.
Sorry, I'm talking to chat.
I can't really say there's like 10 QBs better than Kirk Cousins, especially the way he played.
Only 10. Only 10. Like that's not nearly half the league. That's better than Kirk Cousins.
And Mac Jones is like number 20.
Nah, he might be
better than what we have.
He might be lower than 20, to be honest. But
that's what I'm saying. So why not go for Kirk? Top 12 QB.
Yes, all right. It's an upgrade at the moment, but go ahead.
I don't know. We got all this time to go back and forth. Let's push it along.
Nah, but I just wanted to point it out because I just wanted to show my Kirk Cousins hate. Do not go near that man. But yeah, I guess the last thing I wanted to bring up, and it's because it's the first of the month. It's March, guys. Happy March.
Woo!
It is also
my birthday is in 9 days.
Yeah, and we will get to that too. But it's the beginning of National or Women's History Month. Women's History Month. And I just want to wish you guys a happy. If you guys have any thoughts or sayings, or I feel like I don't know. Is it just me? And I mean, this might sound ignorant, but like I feel like growing up, March was like over the past few years, it's been promoted more, I feel like, but growing up it wasn't really promoted that much. Am I mistaken in that? I'm talking like when we were young,
Well, March,
like March being Women's History Month. Like, do you remember?
They definitely added that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you remember that, like growing up in school or something, and them talking about March being?
I'm trying to think, like maybe even high school, I didn't really hear about it. Like maybe
right?
It wasn't until like undergrad, like I started hearing about Women's History Month.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I was like, did I miss something growing up? Was I that ignorant, or like? We're all in the same boat. This is kind of more new.
I guess maybe we are ignorant. I guess.
I don't know.
Nah, I do think some of these things were added, like the LGBTQ month and stuff like that. I feel like these are like, I feel like the only one that I can remember, obviously, is Black History Month. Like that's the only like, that was the main one. And I feel like every other like what's the word not demographic, like a minority or something like that. Like that, the people started getting their own little like
their months.
When's Latin History Month?
September.
March 2?
September is Hispanic Heritage Month.
I know none of that.
That one's been around for a while, and obviously me being Hispanic, I kind of know about that. Just not to go too much into it. Most Hispanic, Spanish-speaking countries, their Independence Days are in or around September, so that's why September is that month. But yeah, no, just wanted to bring it up. Happy Women's History Month. Black History Month is now over, fortunately. It was also a leap year this year. That just reminded me.
Fortunately,
Yeah, he said fortunately,
I,
right?
I said unfortunately. It's
I don't know. It cut off.
over.
Yo, that yo,
I
I
don't
thought.
know.
All right, yo, you
Nah, I
guys
swear
are
to God,
crazy. You guys are
I
crazy.
heard it, but I was like, I looked at Edmund to see what he. All right.
You guys are crazy. All right.
Sorry.
National.
What did you say?
I said
What's the next part?
yesterday was also a leap year. I don't know if that's relevant to
Leap
anyone.
year. Okay.
29th,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
The 29th happens every 4 years. Made Black History Month a little longer. A day.
Okay.
Just saying, just a day longer, but still, they're still the shortest month. Still, no, because you know how people say like, "Oh, Black History Month's the shortest month that they could have given us," and like, they added a day every 4 years, but it's still the shortest month regardless. So like, I digress. I'm gonna move on from this myself. Yeah. See, someone said here, still the shortest,
All
so
your
they know what I'm
racist
talking
confirmed.
about. I don't even. All right, I'm not even gonna entertain that. Yeah, someone said, "Why are you streaming from a bubble gum, bro?"
The shirt
Is it
does not help your
like, y'all
background,
want
bro.
to see like
It's the background.
would y'all want to be like a white background instead? Like turn around. Is this better?
Eh.
Nah. Go back.
Yeah, I think I like the other one better. The bubble gum better.
See if you
It's
can get it
like
like full.
magenta.
Oh, wait, hold on.
there we go. There you go. Okay, it's a little
Alright.
better. Yeah, that's better. That's better. You're good. All right. All right. So
Is my
yeah.
chin still like on my IG?
Nah, I think you're better now. But let's move on to our main topic today. We're kind of doing well on time. So, I don't want to get too serious, but we are gonna hit on a topic that I think we're all intrigued to talk about. But the main topic of this episode is men's vulnerability / men's mental health. Kind of ironic that it's Women's History Month, and we're talking about men here, but disregard our poor planning on that end. But this week, yeah, let's just open it. I just want to have you guys share your thoughts on how far we've come and what it means for men to be vulnerable and take care of their mental. Because, yeah, I don't know. I just want to hear your thoughts on it. Who wants to start?
Nah, I just want to like I don't think I want to start, but I think it is pretty typical of us to the first day of Women's History.
Yeah, it's honestly bad. Nah, it's
What does a man need, bro? What do we like? Nah.
it's bad. Yeah, let's just shit on men real
Right.
quick. Let's just shit on men. Fuck it. It's Women's History Month.
All I'm gonna say is we just started off, from the dawn of time. Men have just been the hunter gatherers.
Oh my god. Oh.
The hunter gatherers.
Please cut his mic. Please cut his mic.
And,
I think it's changed the topic.
Please
Shut up.
cut his mic.
But anyways, they've been less vulnerable than women, right? We could definitely say that. Like, men have been taught and brought up to just be like strong in the sense of like strength and like not to show weakness, blah blah blah, and that's how it was started. So that's the basis, right?
Okay.
I think now with us being more aware, like in the 2000s, we're being more aware and stuff like that. I think men are definitely being like more vulnerable. They're definitely like breaking down stereotypes and stuff like that, and women are switching these roles and stuff like that. And yeah, men are starting to paint their nails and shit. So that's that's definitely a change. Change is happening.
Would you paint your nails, Gio? Are you that vulnerable?
I don't know. I've been thinking about like
It's a nice
I don't
look.
know if I would. It's like you got like if you have a nice fit maybe or something like that, and it just goes maybe, but I don't think I'm on that level yet.
I wanna kind of tie it back to what, and Edmund, I don't remember if you were here for this part, but it was when we were talking about Diddy and Meek Mill being involved, and how Gio, you said Meek Mill went on a little Twitter spree trying to defend himself. Do you think, and you said some of the claims he made, like I'm from the hood, I love pussy so much, all this and that. Like, is this an example of like Meek Mill's not being vulnerable enough to be like, like, hey guys, this is affecting me in a certain way. Please respect my privacy in this matter, because he's kind of a victim in this case. If you look at it well,
Yeah,
not
he
at a
is.
different angle, but yeah, he's a victim in
He
this
is a
case. You know what I
victim.
mean? So like, instead of him kind of going out there and defending himself and claiming all this, why not just kind of open up and be vulnerable and be like, hey guys, I'm a victim in this and you guys are clowning me right now. Like, let's think about that angle. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think about that?
I think it's hard for Meek because like coming up as like a drill battle rapper, you can't show vulnerability. It's like kill or be killed in a sense, especially like with the way like he grew up. So it's a lot of trauma with that, and especially like him being in prison and like potentially like stuff maybe being could have went like you really don't know like a lot of the background for a lot of this stuff and being able to unpack it and then trying to make his way once you feel like he made it, but then it's just like in another sense he's like in another different prison. And I mean I don't want to like speculate, maybe he isn't a victim, or maybe he was gave consent to some whatever's going on, but I think overall it does tie into the fact that you really or men don't necessarily always get the grace of showing vulnerability or showing emotions or being able to not act tough all the time or having to be strong. Like it's very hard not being able to ask for help or being, you know, in a position where expose not exposing but expressing some of the things that you've been wronged. So I don't know, it's very hard, and I could see the point that you're bringing up, and I think that it's tough. He's in a very tough situation, especially like his history, the way that he is aggressive with certain aspects of it, and his persona, has just become bigger than what it is. So it's just hard.
Yeah, I guess my sense in this is, nowadays men do have more grace than historically, to show vulnerability. But we still aren't all the way. It's still very much tough for certain individuals, still tough in the society to do that. Especially with older generations, they'll kind of clown the younger generation for certain things. It's always that joke about like the boomer generation will still always feel a
Yeah.
certain type of way about things, but I think it all will come with time. Men will be able to be more vulnerable, express themselves more, be more emotional, and that become more accepting. Uh, but it also requires work to be done. And this kind of ties in with the mental health. Like men need to be okay with getting, their mental in check, whether that's going to therapy or doing whatever they have to do to get in a right space mentally. I feel like that's the only way, men's vulnerability will be able to be finally fully accepted, and us to show our emotion, wear our emotions on our sleeves. I mean, men do wear their emotions on their sleeves and show it all the time. It just might not be. It might be in other forms like anger or
Mm.
spite. Just things that are unhealthy. Honestly, so still got a long way to go, but I think we are making strides. I know myself, like, this is just me talking personally. Yeah, no, I'm one of those who, like, I will just stay quiet and keep it pushing, and that's something I need to work on. I hate asking for help, and I recognize that in myself, and I know, like, that's something I need to work on. But I know that we're in a time and era, especially, and location, honestly, Boston, where um, if I put in the work, it is possible for me to be better. So that's just me personally, but I don't know. I don't know if you guys don't have to share personally what you guys feel, but I just wanted to say that and recognize, like, I know I'm aware of the situation we're all in now, and it's like I feel like
What do you
things
mean?
are going
Like as
better.
a man, like or
Yeah, I mean,
thinking.
well, in
Oh.
in the sense of like men being able to share their emotions and express themselves, and I feel
Mm.
like people our age are more accepting of that. Older generations it's a little different, but like I said, I feel like I'm a little in the sense of like older generations where I just keep to myself. Um, don't really show too much emotion all the time. Like sometimes I will, sometimes in those unhealthy ways that I mentioned. But like I said, that's just work I need to get done. But I know like I can see around me. I can see like you said like I can see dudes. They're painting their nails now. They're being more open. And it's like it's cool with me. I'm like I'm happy to see that because this is the next thing I wanted to bring up. But I'm gonna let you guys go first. Is like
Mm.
men's confidence. That's kind of where I was wanted to gear my conversation towards. But I do like when men have the confidence to show their emotion and that they are comfortable with themselves and good mental in a good mental space to be able to do things like that and show their emotions. So that's something that I always try to work towards. So I'll leave that next part. But before we get to that, what do you got? Any you guys got anything to add?
I'll just what I'm thinking kind of is like there's like the general acceptance of people like in terms of like people like guys or whatever can be more soft whatever, but I feel like in terms of like for Meek Mill or whatever, the reason why it's a little bit harder is because like Eddie said and stuff, he comes from street battle rap and all this stuff. Like rap music wise is another threshold you'd have to break after.
Yeah,
Like
it's a bad look,
like
but
men's are vulnerable, but then it's like to break through to rap and get them vulnerable like that, like because it's not like Meek Mill like got abused by a woman, like he got abused by a man, so that was like even worse. Like it's just like it's like you got to be vulnerable and you got to express some kind of level of like like I don't know, man to man, like that's just hard. That's just not gonna happen. But I feel like because um like Terry Crews, like Terry Crews, the actor or whatever, like he came out like maybe a
Yeah.
couple years ago about him getting like groped and like abused by like women or it might even be men. I forget, but like there's basically like
It was meant to like
yeah.
to, directors or something for
Yeah, so
yeah,
like he was able to like be vulnerable and let that out and stuff like that, and tell people his story. Like it's not just women that it's happening to,
yeah.
So like it's definitely like in other areas and it's happening, but like for rap, it's definitely gonna be like a little bit more like
I
I don't
was
know.
I was gonna say though to the rap part, like I mean, look at Drake, supposedly one of the best in the game, and look how emotional he is. I know it's different. It's battle rapping, street rapping versus what Drake does, but like people are okay with you
Yeah,
showing them
nah,
some emotion.
Drake, honestly, like I don't know. I can't. It's like there's definitely gonna be like hood ass dudes that do not fuck with Drake and don't think like and just definitely don't fuck with Drake. But there's a lot of like people that are coming up now, even the street rappers and stuff like that. Like they still fuck with Drake. So it's like at some point, yeah.
I would argue he hasn't changed. I feel like he just leaned into it more. Like I feel as if like if it was socially acceptable like 10 years ago, he would have been someone who would have painted his nails then. Like it's not just now. Like I think he's always been I don't know. I feel like this has always been him, and I think that's why people always see him more as like an overall artist and not just a rapper.
Mm.
Like
Yeah,
there's like an emphasis like where Drake's the best artist, he's not the best rapper,
yeah.
Mm. But Drake be
So
rapping like he a shooter and stuff like that. So I feel like sometimes people look at him like what are you talking about? Like I don't know. Drake's just a
I
weird
mean,
person. I don't know.
I think it's just weird because like I think, you could be a shooter, you could still be not look like what the typical
Yeah.
like I don't know,
Well, Drake's not a
gangster
shooter though. I,
style.
all I'm saying is that motherfucker came from Degrassi. Don't.
Nah, for sure like him, but I'm sure like he hangs around people who are, or like
Yeah, because he got money now.
it's hey, you just never know
I,
what people's backgrounds are, I guess.
to me, I seen videos of Drake. When he was younger, bro, talking about he don't like the Toronto slang, all that shit, and coming from Degrassi, all this stuff.
Hey,
Like
hey. Just a reminder. Someone said Drake got that pole on him, bro.
Drake, a plant.
Crazy.
That was chat. That was chat. That's just your
I
reminder
respect
for
Drake. I
chat.
think Drake's one of the greatest, well, the greatest performer we have now. But it's just,
All right, but kind of to tie it back to the whole like, I know what you mean, Edmund, though, um, because I look at someone like Bad Bunny, right? Bad Bunny is known for his, I guess we can call it some flamboyancy. People chalk it up to him being an artist,
Yeah.
but Bad Bunny is someone who's very comfortable with himself, very
Mm,
confident individual. He'll paint his nails, he'll do all this, he'll wear
yeah.
dresses, he'll wear whatever the hell he pleases to do, and he does whatever he does. But like, that is a man at the forefront of being vulnerable and wearing his emotion on his sleeves and being open to who he is in this world. And most of us know Bad Bunny, like, he dates women. He
Yeah, the
has
women
if
love him.
yeah, he was dating Kendall. I'm not sure if they're still going out, but like, he was dating Kendall Jenner. Like, that is a man who, like I said, when I see people like that, it's something that, something I feel like is aspirational. Like, man, why
Mm,
can't we all be like that? Obviously not everyone. Bad Bunny is one of one, and for many reasons, but
yeah.
in the sense of that he's putting that out himself out there so much, I think that would be good in the long run for men to kind of
Mm.
see and visualize and idolize and be like, okay, well, if he can act this way, if he can be this way, and he can still get the likes of Kendall Jenner,
Well, that's if you
more
want
men.
to though. Like you don't gotta like not
Yeah.
every guy wants to paint their nails. Not every
No,
guy wants
yeah.
to.
I
You know
mean,
what I
I
mean?
mean, we've been talking about painting nails a lot, but like, I'm more referencing
Young
like
Thug wearing a dress. That's like
exactly,
another
yeah. Like,
example.
Young Thug's the same way, always wearing dresses. Young Thug probably painted his nails or something, and we all know Young Thug comes from the streets, so it's really no different.
Clearly. Like,
Yeah, him and his Rico self locked up. Like, we know he be coming from the streets. So, but yeah, no, I mean, it's good. But the next point I kind of wanted to bring up was like, and this is where I kind of really want to talk about, was like men's confidence. It still has to do with vulnerability and mental health, but the number one thing that I've like seen, like, most throughout my life is like men's lack of confidence. And to me, I feel like that has to tie in with the mental health and vulnerability aspect of a man. Like, I'm someone who, again, I'm gonna get a little personal here, but I'm someone who I always felt like I've always been kind of self-assured, like pretty confident individual. Sometimes certain things, borderline arrogant, but mostly confident. My confidence rarely wavers. It has wavered in the past, but it rarely wavers. Um, that being said, growing up, interacting with all types of people, like, one of the first things that I kind of notice is like their confidence level, and I always just think like people should be more confident in themselves. I like to see when confidence comes out of an individual, because then you get to see who they really are and who the kind of the best of who they are. Um,
That's facts.
so I'm just like saying this for the standpoint of like, I'm hoping everyone out there, if you're a man, like, there's many ways to get your confidence up. I'm not gonna tell you how to do that because I'm not a professional. I don't know, but if you can kind of figure out how to be more confident and take steps towards doing that, I guarantee you it will help you and change you in a lot of ways. Now, like I said, you don't have to be confident to the point where you're arrogant or just insufferable, um, but definitely be a confident individual. The way you carry yourself, the way you portray yourself, yeah, I guarantee it will help with all those other things. Wearing your emotions on your sleeve, um, mental health, yeah, things. So I don't know. I kind of wanted to ask you guys, like, what do you guys think? Because confidence, I feel like, is a very, growing up for me, I feel like I've just noticed that in a lot of individuals. Like, I don't know, some people either got it or they don't, and to me, it's just a shame when they don't, because I want to see people be confident. I enjoy someone talking to confident individuals.
Yeah. Um. What I started realizing lately, like in my life, probably like the last couple years, like a lot of it can just be fake confidence for yourself. Like you can just give yourself a fake confidence, and then eventually you'll just build into a confidence. Or if if you just feel confident, like it obviously sounds like um I don't know, but if you just feel confident, you will be confident. Like
Yeah.
it's not a set thing. Like if you like choose to pick on yourself and choose to like pick out your flaws and stuff, then that's on you. Like you don't have to do that. You can choose to look at the strong sides of yourself, and you can choose to say these are my skills, and like I'm gonna just shine a light on these skills, and then it'll be like, oh, you're the illest person alive because you just look at these skills only, and these are the things you're confident in and stuff like that, instead of the stuff you're not confident in, and maybe you're not super strong. Like for me, I'm not super strong or whatever, but like I have other things that I can be confident in. That's what you have to use. Otherwise, you won't be confident.
Yeah, that's well put, Gio. Edmund, what do you think? Anything to add to that?
Yeah, I think I feel like I have a few different ways I can go with this in terms of confidence and vulnerability. I think that there's definitely a fine line between confidence and arrogance, and making sure that you're not too confident where it becomes arrogance, and you commit more self detrimental to yourself and to others because of your arrogance. But I think the feeling of being confident is really great to have. I think I find myself, me being personal, I think I'm a very confident individual based on not only my accomplishments, but just because of my characteristics, the way I carry myself in a room, with people who are very different than me. My ability to, I feel like I could put myself anywhere and I'd be willing to interact with anyone, and it all just comes with being confident of this is who I am. And, like I want to be cool with you, or like I want to be friends with you, or being able to do that. And also understand the ability, like that's not always everyone, but I think it's confidence with myself has been building from me dealing with my own insecurities in the past and even now, where it has been a long term battle with myself of always looking for ways to better myself. And even going deeper with it, going to therapy, just has really given me an opportunity to really figure out where, although I think I'm great, there's still definitely traumas that I'm learning to live with, and things that I'm learning to adjust to and sort of like help myself get better. But even when I am good, I still think that being able to speak with someone and address different things has been really helpful. I think, like we mentioned therapy before, but I think it's a really great tool where you would want to go to. I feel like you don't want to wait until you are in a bad place to really start seeking help. I feel as if that there is a negative connotation, and it ties into men's vulnerability, where as a man you shouldn't want to go get help. You shouldn't talk about your emotions. You shouldn't you should be in composure and control all the time. You should be scared to speak and be open with it. And there's just a lot of different things where you're battling with. And I think even if you feel as if like you're confident, you think you're good, it's okay to go speak with someone to really just be an even better person, which will lead to even greater confidence. So I think it's a long-winded way of saying don't be afraid to open up little by little, even if it's either in a someone else, or keeping a journal, or finding ways to deal with your emotions in a positive way. I feel as if not understanding how to deal with how you feel could lead to violence, could lead to self sabotage, and just, like it could even be going to go play a sport, like going to go hoop. Like that has been a form of therapy for myself as well, as opposed to just talking to someone. So there's a lot of different ways to really go with uh deal with vulnerability within yourself, and being able to turn it into confidence. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents.
No, nice. That's two nice opposing perspectives. I agree with both. Like Gio said, if you have to manufacture that confidence and that works for you, eventually down the road that manufacturing will become reality. That will be you will be confident. Um, that's a nice nugget from Giovanni. I think that's true. In this life, they tell you fake it till you make it. So there's always that route, and then obviously what Edmund mentioned. If there's work to be done, and there's, like I said, there's ways of becoming more confident, that requires you to put in that work. Like Edmund said, you got to find what works for you and put in that work and become confident that way. Like there's ways of doing it, but I guess the emphasis that you guys also emphasize is like confidence is a big thing, I think, especially for a man. So yeah, I wanted to bring that up because I feel like I genuinely get sad when I meet someone who lacks confidence. It almost, to me, like I kind of want to lift them up. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's just how I feel. Like I just think everyone should have that chance to be confident and be sure, like be self assured of themselves and know that like you are enough. You are like no one's any better than you. We're all here on this planet. We're all human. Like be the person you are meant to be and enjoy that person because you are who you are. And
Mm.
yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. Did you want to add something, Gio?
Yeah, I'll just say like I feel like a lot of people or some people aren't confident because like they feel like they don't offer anything or like they don't have like I don't know, they just feel like maybe a burden or stuff like that or just I don't know. I feel like sometimes when I talk to like unconfident people or like just people that are like more reserved or stuff like that, it's like once you find something they're interested in and they start talking about it and stuff, then you can see like them come out and like you see their real personality, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and it's stuff like that where you just I feel like for maybe some people that are like introverted or less confident, I feel like they need to just put themselves in a little more like situations and stuff and see how they handle it and see like you just gotta expose yourself more and stuff and like be able to just be out of your comfort zone a little bit. It really because
Yeah.
I feel like me, I'm a very unconfident person, very like shy person, but like lately and like recently, I've definitely been getting a lot more confidence stuff. Like at my cousin's party, my uncle asked me like, "Then JoJo's dancing?" Like, because I was dancing with my cousin stuff. Like usually I don't dance, so you know what I mean. I don't like.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I had some alcohol and stuff and like weed and shit, but
Hey,
like
manufacturing
I'm more.
confidence.
Now I'm more confident. I can dance around my family and stuff like that. I didn't even do.
That,
So it's
that
like,
that liquid courage. You
yeah,
gotta do what
and
you gotta
The
do.
real thing. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
but it's definitely it's in me too because you know what I mean. It's not like I
Yeah.
don't know. Like uh,
Yeah. No.
I think it's more. It's just me growing up and stuff too.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
It does help come with age. I think you bring up another good point. Like finding common ground with someone and finding something that they're confident in will also help any situation. So yeah, man, that's just a good point, a good part, or a good starting point. You know, find something that you are passionate about, that you feel like you're confident in, and focus on that for a while to build up that confidence, and then eventually branch out. That could be another method. Like I said, for me personally, like I've always felt pretty confident about myself. I know myself enough to know when I know what I'm talking about something and I don't know what I'm talking about. When I was younger, it took me a while to get to this point, but I might have just stood on business. Always thought I was right, but now I know like it's okay. I can still be my confident self and acknowledge when I'm wrong. So I don't know, just a nugget there. I don't want to drag the conversation too long because we said we were gonna kind of keep an eye on the time here. But
Yeah, we should probably wrap it up.
We're going to wrap it up soon. But there are a few things I want to bring up. Again, this mental health, men's vulnerability thing. Apologies that we're doing this on the first day of Women's History Month. We'll do better next time. We love women. We want confidence from you guys too. We want you guys. And, maybe this is something we can revisit down the road. Because I think November is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month or whatever. November, whatever that is.
Okay, we get one. Okay.
Yeah, the men get one too, and then, we can talk about this from a women's perspective too, because obviously it's a lot different. We probably need a woman on this to talk about this, but maybe later this month we can kind of figure something out and talk about that. We're not just gonna pass by Women's History Month by mentioning it. We'll talk about it. And then kind of the last thing I want to bring up is, Gio, your birthday's in 9 days. The big 2-6, old man. Next old man up. What's going on?
My favorite fun fact is that my birthday's on the daylight savings, so we get 1 extra hour
Nice.
on my birthday.
That's
so I'm the only one in the year that gets 25 hours for their birthday.
That's every year. Holy shit! I never noticed that. That's every year. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. And
it's just because my birthday landed on it this time this year.
This is the one where we lose an hour of sleep, right?
No, we getting spring forward, fall back.
Okay, so we
So-
gain an extra hour of
Yeah.
sleep. Okay, this is my favorite one. Then.
Yeah.
The other one
An
I
extra
hate.
hour in the club.
Yeah,
baby.
yo, you're
Woo!
crazy.
Yep.
An extra hour of sleep in bed is what I'm talking about. Yes, sir.
No,
We
no,
gotta
no.
go out for Gio's birthday, bro.
I'm thinking New York. I'm telling you, it just.
We're gonna figure it
I'll
out.
let you know Monday. Monday is the day I'll let you know if we go to New York or not. We're going.
Hey man,
I'm
I'll be in
indoors.
Boston. Just let me know.
Also,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the other thing. Edmund is visiting next week. He's coming home. He'll be in Boston.
Going home.
So next
Eddy will
week,
be in Boston. Go ahead.
next week he'll be out of Boston. He won't be in his bubble gum. So that should be fun.
Different locations for the next 3 weeks. Honestly, it feels like.
But that's okay. We'll make it work. I'm just looking at chat here, just seeing if anything else is brought up. But anything else to bring up before we kind of wrap things up here?
No.
Wow.
I think we good. I appreciate everybody in the comments, in the chat.
Another fun fact. Someone
Dex
said
Roman available. Goats.
roughly 22 people have the same birthday. So I mean 22 million people. So you.
Not the same, but 22 million of us gonna have a 25-hour birthday. So that's what's up.
That's nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Past that, Gio. Well, we'll talk about it next week because your birthday's next Sunday, so we'll be on by then. I don't know, Edmund.
Yeah, we'll get a podcast before. Yeah.
Yeah, Edmund, you excited to come home? We still got to figure out what we're doing that weekend.
I already have a few things lined up, but we gonna figure it out.
Yeah, we gotta figure it out. We gotta get. I mean, like all the guys though.
Make sure you follow us on the Instagram so you can see on our stories when we get lit. Well, at least get them posted.
True.
Like this is definitely not gonna work. I feel like I gotta do like.
Okay. Thanks for the feedback. Someone said they like the interactive podcast, so we try to emphasize keeping an eye on chat this week. So
Yeah.
we appreciate that. We're gonna continue that.
Yeah, the podcast is a work in progress.
Yeah.
Catch us in 100 episodes. We're gonna be popping.
We're trying things out week by week. We're changing, adjusting. Trust me, we take this seriously. We reflect every week. So this week was a little curveball for us because last minute things happened. But hey, we got it done. Like I said, short episode, but we're in here. So any last things to say before we head on out? Obviously, check our channels out. Like Gio said, follow us. Our IGs, they're on the screen. They're still there somewhere down there. Follow our channels, all that. We'll be posting. YouTube video will go up tomorrow. Anything else to say before we head on out?
Nope, it was a pleasure.
We love women.
Yes.
Yeah, we love women.
We love our queens. Happy History Month.
You sound
Yeah,
like
I feel
Bill
like-
right here.
I feel like I feel like I gotta educate myself. No, because I don't know. I feel like I said, this is like a new month thing, and I feel like I gotta educate myself a bit more. Like, what's actually going on this month?
Like I feel like I knew it was like this year, but like the same thing with men's. Is it mental health awareness month?
Something like that. Yeah,
November and stuff?
I usually call it Movember because I know it's when people they do No Shave November. No nut
Yeah, I
November.
heard of that. I heard.
See, I didn't realize that correlates.
Yeah,
I
it's
heard
a thing.
Movember because it's like
No, Movember like with the M. Yeah, Movember. Like,
yeah, Movember. Yeah, because on Twitch there's it's like something with Twitch. Like it's either a streamer or something. I forget. But whatever. Go ahead.
No, yeah, that's November is men's mental awareness, also known as Movember, also known as No Nut November, also known as a lot of things. So
That's
All right.
what
Well,
I-
we in March though. We in March.
I know you
so-
know. I know you know that one, the No Nut November. But yeah, that's a few months down the road.
Oh, okay.
Well,
boy.
what
Well,
you-
I guess not
what,
for you,
What?
but for-
Yeah. What? I'm standing in solidarity with men's mental health. Thank you very much. So, but
Thank you for your.
you're welcome. We'll talk about it more down the road when we get there. That's obviously a few months down the road, and we'll figure out what we can talk about this month for women. So we do love our women. We do love our queens. We do want a women on this podcast, which we got to work on. So because we got to switch up the perspectives. These are three men here. Like we gotta switch it up.
Nah, that's fair.
Yes, someone keeps saying it's the short bus episode. Roman, it is the short bus episode. That's okay.
All right. End it there. Peace.
Oh.